Now, we did try to get in touch with the returning officer who brought the case in Aberdeen, but we've been surprisingly unsuccessful. We are, however, joined by the Mannequin's agent that you saw there, Renee Slater, and she joins us from Aberdeen. Renee Slater, thanks for coming on to the Daily Politics. Just explain to our viewers, why did you put up a mannequin for election?
Well, there was a lot of problems. I think there's been a lot of problems within Aberdeen in terms of lots of closures happening within things like mobility issues, people with mobility issues, people with learning difficulties, youth work. It's all disappearing to some extent because they've stopped ring fencing it. But many of these people have no voice effectively, and I thought it would be quite useful to bring in something that has no voice, can actually speak for the silent majority.
You weren't trying to imply that a mannequin had more personality and character than some of the real people standing for election, were you?
I think certainly more charisma than a lot of people.
So you were trying to imply that. Now, as I understand it, they put you in jail for a while, is that right?
Well, yes, I was in a police cell for 6 hours, and at one stage they weren't going to let me out until I handed in Helena Torry. So to some extent it became a bit of a prisoner exchange.
So let me get this right. Helena Torry is the name of the mannequin, and I think it's to do with Helen of Troy or Helen the Tory or what?
Well, Helen of Troy it came from that sort of amalgamation, really. But Torry is actually a place within Aberdeen itself, which is actually an area of deprivation. So we're really and there's no youth work effectively. I've done youth work for 30 years, and they had programmes there which for youth projects and various things like that, and these have all disappeared to some extent. So it was basically looking at the issues facing people just now about losing all the resources from a local area.
So let me just get this right. There was a prisoner exchange took place that you were allowed out in return for the incarceration of the mannequin.
That's correct.
And is the mannequin still in jail?
Yeah, it seems I can collect her after 3 weeks.
I assume the mannequin's not been maltreated?
I don't think so. I think she was all over the place for a while.
She's not been waterboarded?
No.
She's not been waterboarded?
Together again.
Okay.
She needs a change of clothes, I think, just now.
I suspect she does. Final question to you, just briefly. What do you think the political import of this will be? Well,
I mean, she has... It's difficult to tell, actually, what could happen in the future. I think she was involved in the fight against the Union Terrace Gardens being dug up. And I think it's quite important that she can actually be involved in some local issues as well. And she has a voice, even though she didn't actually speak herself. She has a voice, she has a charisma, and people enjoy her. And there's a bit of humour, after all. A bit of levity during a very austere situation.
All right. Give our best to the mannequin and say we hope she'll be released shortly, that we're thinking of her. We'll even organise a Daily Politics campaign to spring her from jail if it comes to that. Renee Slater, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much now.